Hi, this is Marcus Peden with Sonic Drive-In and inviting you for our quarter-pound Sonic cheeseburgers for $2 every Tuesday. And also come see us every night, Monday through Thursday from 5 to close for our boneless wings, buy one, get one free. Flavors ranging from garlic parmesan to the mild all the way up to the extreme heat with hot honey and pineapple habanero. And don't forget our $1.49 large iced coffees every morning on your morning drink stop. So take your Green Mountain coffee however you like it. Thank you and have a blessed day.
Does your car or truck need a paint job, body repair, or even a tow? Call the experts at Lightsey's Body Shop. Family owned and operated since 1978. With a courteous, knowledgeable, and professional staff will meet all your needs at Lightsey's Body Shop, where everybody is somebody. Call us today. Let us take the stress away. We are located at 1526 Randall Road, just past the dollar store. Give us a call at 385-6193. That's 385-6193. Lightsey's Body Shop.
Are you thinking of selling your home or business? Hi, I'm Gloria, and as a realtor, I know that getting rid of the clutter in your home is one of the best ways to help sell your house quickly. At Jessup Premium Storage, our family-owned company provides a convenient and secure building for all of your storage needs. We now offer outdoor covered parking for that antique car, boat, or RV. Due to our recent expansion, we offer units that range in size from as small as a bedroom closet to as big as a one-car garage. All of our units are inside and climate controlled with 24-hour access and security. Our leases run month to month, so you're not locked into a long-term commitment, giving you the flexibility to move your belongings out the minute you purchase your new home. Stop by today or give us a call, 530-8003. That's 530-8003. Jessup Premium Storage.
The cool, clean, and secure.
Model year-end closeout continues at Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear. Get top dollar for your trade and up to $10,000 off remaining 2016 F-150s. We're overstocked on new vehicles, and we need your trade-in now. Tons of vehicles below cost. 0% for 72 months on most remaining 2016s. Plus, the only 2017 Super Duties are in stock and ready to drive home today. Come see them at Mike Birch Ford or 24/7 at MikeBirchFordBlackshear.com.
It's model year-end closeout time at Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear. We're overstocked on new vehicles and we need your trade. Huge savings and top dollar for your trade, plus up to $10,000 off remaining 2016 F-150. Selection's great. Many vehicles are below cost. Focus, Fusion, Escape, Flex, Explorer, and more. Plus our free lifetime powertrain warranty on all new vehicles. Stop the search. Call Mike Birch, 912-449-4446. 0% of approved credit on select models. See here for details.
2 minutes after 8 o'clock, you're listening to the Big Dog, WIFO-FM in Jessup, 105.5 in your FM dial. Football Friday morning, 28th day of October. Butch Everett here with you, along with Bob Morgan and several guests here in the studio with us. It's going to be mostly sunny today. High today around 85 degrees. Clear skies tonight for football. Low tonight of 56. The Autumn Harbor Double is at 1.5 feet and just hanging out in that area. Currently here in Jessup, Georgia, we have 55 degrees. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear, by Jessup Premium Stores, located out here in the Waycross Highway, by Lightsey's Body Shop on Rainier Road, and by Sonic Restaurant on South First Street. And we've got several guests in here this morning with us, Bob. We've got, let's see here, make sure I got these names right again. Michael Pillow, and that is really his last name, Michael Pillow, from Crossroads Church of God, and Gary Johnson from Calvary Baptist Church. They're both involved with the Wayne County Ministerial Association. And gentlemen, y'all got an event coming up here soon that y'all wanted to talk about here on the radio. Gary, why don't you go ahead and go first and tell us a little about it?
Well, we are happy to announce that we are having Hope Fest again this year. This will be our third year of having Hope Fest, and this is a community fall festival. You know, we have several churches in the area that are coming together through the Wayne County Christian Ministerial Association, and we are putting together this event. It's sort of a kind of like the Dogwood Festival, but, you know, just maybe a little smaller scale. And we have game booths set up, and we'll have candy, and we'll have inflatables, and we'll have a lot of fun for the kids to come out and enjoy.
It's always a lot of fun out there at JC Stadium with the Hope Fest. It'll be on Halloween, right?
Yes, it will be a Halloween alternatives. It'll be from 6 to 9, Halloween night.
6 to 9.
Yes.
Okay, at JC Stadium, you have the lights on out there. And so you got the inflatables. Michael, but what other activities will you have going on out there, Michael?
Well, each of the participating churches will have some kind of an activity, different kinds of games. But there is also going to be some live music that's going to be provided from several of the area's youth bands. And we're really, really excited about it. I had the opportunity to be participating in it last year. And I was just really blown away by the turnout for it. I think they estimated there was over 2,000 people throughout the course of the night. And I thought that was incredible. But basically being able to provide a safe place, a lot of our community is in rural areas, a safe lighted place where parents can take their young children to. It's the only event like that in Wayne County for this time of year. I think it's a great opportunity. People need to get involved in it. And the best part about it is it's free.
Free. F-R-E-E, free. You can't get any better than that.
That's
Okay.
right.
Will there any type of refreshment, snacks, or anything out there?
There are some churches that may be providing, but we're leaving that up to the individual churches. But it'll be mostly candy.
Mostly candy. I see you got Crossroads Church of God involved, Calvary Baptist, Jessup Presbyterian, House of Worship, Victory Tabernacle, and Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and other ones, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that's just the one so far that you had on print on this. Is sponsored by the Wayne County Christian Ministerial Association, Hope Fest, and that's going to be this coming Monday, Halloween, from 6 to 9 p.m. And just come in through the main gate there, or what's so good about there? It's all fenced in, one gate to go in, one gate to go out. Mighty safe there for the youngins, right?
That's right. And this will also be a good opportunity. Quite a bit of work has been done on JC Stadium area. This would be a good time to come out and check out the new construction out there as well. I think this is probably the first event. Isn't that right, Brother Gary?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's pretty exciting.
All right. Bob, is that track done yet there at the high school? From that look, it must be no. I thought that was supposed to be done in September. Don't go there.
I think the best thing for me is to see no comment on the track.
Okay.
I don't know if it's finished or not, but I saw it the last time I saw it. I'm not impressed with the track.
Okay. All right. Well, but the activities themselves.
They don't know what's happened with the track. I said, I don't know if they're still going to line it or I don't know what.
Don't know what's going on the track.
We can blame it on Hurricane Matthew.
That's right. We'll blame everything on Hurricane Matthew, including these, 5 billion mosquitoes we have around Wayne County right now. It's terrible out there. I mean, you and I, we're all just talking about out in the green room and how bad the mosquitoes are out there. And you would think that after, 2 weeks here, basically of dry weather, that they would calm down a little bit. But still, I can't even go outside, even midday, without feeling like I have to put on a hazmat suit to go outside so I don't get eaten alive.
Right. It would be good to be an investor in the Outdoors company right now.
I saw a neighbor fogging his bushes and trees the other day. Guess that's what I need to do. But that still doesn't take away from all the fun that's going to be happening on Halloween here in Jessup and Wayne County, and especially with Hope Fest. It's going to be at the JC Stadium out there on the field from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Inflatables. And what other kind of fun activities other than inflatables, gentlemen?
Well, I mentioned earlier the live entertainment. And the thing that I thought was really impressive was each of the participating churches that had booths last year, they all had different unique games.
They're games for the kids to play.
That's right. And and great opportunities for parents to take selfies with their kids as well.
And usually with the games, a lot of times the churches will give away not only candy, but also some small prizes too. So the kids get some of those small toys there too.
Yes, sir.
It's for age limit on this area. What kind of age are you looking for?
Well, they'll be from, birth to all the way up to youth age. So that'll be, teenagers, but the main focus is for the kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Usually I think most of them stop around 13, I believe, somewhere along in there. You'll see some 14, 15-year-olds out there because they just like have fun running around with their costume on. But this is great. It's an alternative for folks who don't want to have to take their kids all around. Even if you do take your kids around the neighborhood, you still got 3 hours to go to Hope Fest at JC Stadium this coming Monday night, 6 to 9 p.m. at the JC Stadium out there in Donaldson Madry Field.
Dad to dress up? Or can they just show up?
They don't have to dress up, but it's a lot more fun if you dress up.
Yeah, it's a lot more fun if you got your costume on, right? But you don't have to, right? Okay. And so, I mean, the good thing about it, folks, it's free. It's free. It's all being put on by the Wayne County Christian Ministerial Association. There's going to be booths set up with games and fun and bounce houses and all kinds of fun for the kids. They'll get candy. They'll get some prizes. They'll be able to see their friends out there running around having a good time. So 3 hours of just nothing but fun at JC Stadium this coming Monday night from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Hope Fest. You said this is the third annual Hope Fest, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Anything else, gentlemen?
Just can't wait to see everybody out there. I think it's going to be a great night and super exciting. I just can't wait to see what some of the costumes. There were some pretty amazing ones last year, so it's going to be a good night. Come on.
Okay, so write it down, folks. Put it in your smartphone. Write it on the refrigerator. Hope Fest, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at JC Stadium. There on Donaldson Maverick Field this coming Monday, Halloween, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. All right, Michael Pillow and Terry Johnson in with us this morning. Good luck with Hope Fest.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be back more of the world famous Butch and Bob show in a minute. The grand opening savings continue at your all-new Jessup Piggly Wiggly. On sale big sirloin pork chops, 98 cents a pound. 18-piece chicken pack, 98 cents a pound. Fresh lean ground chuck, $2.48 a pound. And whole sirloin tip, $2.78 a pound. Save at Piggly Wiggly on Gala apples, 88 cents a pound. Sweet potatoes, 38 cents a pound. Russet potatoes get 2 5-pound bags for only $4. And fresh broccoli crowns, $1.68 a pound. Piggly Wiggly's Deli Bakery Specials, get 10 chicken tenders or chicken wings for just $5.99. And fresh baked apple pie, only $3.99. Make sure you register for all the grand opening door prizes Piggly Wiggly is giving away each week. And sign up for your Piggly Wiggly card, which will help you even save even more store-wide. Shop for tons of grand opening specials now at your all-new Jessup Piggly Wiggly. 440 West Cherry Street in Jessup, open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. All right, Big Dog Country Radio, 105.5 FM in Jessup. Here we are on a football Friday night. Pretty important football game tonight between Wayne County and Ware County, right, Bob?
Yeah, well, it's a region championship. I mean, the winner takes the title, gets the number 1 seed in the state playoffs. So, I mean, everything's on the line tonight.
Okay, so kickoff is at 7:30. We encourage all Wayne Countyans to head on down to Waycross and to Memorial Stadium there in downtown, just off of downtown Waycross there, and enjoy the game. Very nice facility there. We'll have the game for you right here on 105.5 FM, beginning with the coaches show at 5:30. Countdown to kickoff 6 to 7 with Tommy Palmer, and then kickoff at 7:30. Hear the game right here on 105.5 FM. You can hear it all on our website, too, at bigdogcountry.com. So you can listen to it no matter where you may be in the world. And also you can hear it on your smartphone. Just go to your favorite app store, download our free app, which is Big Dog, WIFO. Follow the instructions, and you can listen to the game there on your smartphone. And Michaela Landon will be there tonight, our social media director, and be bringing you video and pictures of the game, interviews and features, and just bring a lot of visuals there of all the excitement going down in Waycross tonight. Poor old Georgia Southern. You know, when the option's working, it's a thing of beauty, but when it's not, it's ugly.
They don't run the option anymore.
Oh, they don't? I thought they did. They don't. I saw a game where they ran the option.
They didn't run it last night.
They didn't run it last night?
They didn't run it all. They ran it one time, got 7 yards, and didn't run the rest of the night. So. But they're down to their third string quarterback. But they had no offense last night. Couldn't move the ball at all. So just had no threat on offense. Appalachian State went for it just about every time on fourth down, realizing Georgia Southern's offense couldn't move the ball. So 34-10 was the final. But I had a great time. I want to thank Johnny Pichot for taking me up there. Had a 50-yard line seat. Just a real nice time. Beautiful stadium. It's the first time I've seen the stadium since they enclosed it.
You haven't been up there since they enclosed it.
It's a very nice stadium. So a lot of Wayne County people up there for sure. A lot of Georgia Southern supporters here in Wayne County, but not a lot of happy fans leaving the stadium.
No.
There are a lot of disgruntled. Sound like Jacksonville. I felt like I was at a Jaguar game.
Yeah, Jaguar game, huh?
With all the disgruntled fans, like, well, where's the offense? What's wrong with the team?
Offense? And
the Jaguars, another big.
I know. What happened to Jags last night up in Tennessee?
They got killed. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it was like a 22-0 game before it ever got going for Jacksonville, and they came back at the end, but the heat is on for Gus Bradley, 14-41 as head coach. And they don't look good at all. I said they don't play good football. I mean, even
It's not fundamentally good, huh?
that's the sentiment up in the press box. I mean, when's this team going to come out there and play 4 good quarters of football? When they going to start, off on a good note? They just don't. They don't do it. So I don't know. Disappointing, all those off-season acquisitions, drafts the last couple of years, but they're just not panning out. So be interested. Gus Bradley's one of the nicest people to be, a good coach. People in the Jacksonville organization likes him, but nice guys. You can't.
They don't win football games, no matter how nice you are.
You got to win. So it's all about winning in this business. But Gus Bradley continues to lose, and I said 14-41 as the head coach.
That's not good at all.
Not going to survive. So
not going to survive that kind of record.
Jacksonville media is swarming, and
the vultures are swarming. They're circling.
Saw the articles the other day. When's Gus Bradley going to be canned? Apparently, the owner met with the team after last weekend's debacle against Oakland. And tried to say, what can he do to help? Why is the team not doing well? But they don't really seem to have any answers. So it'll be interesting how long Gus Bradley survives. But if he survives the end of this year, he'll be lucky because they're just not playing well.
Okay. All righty, and let's see here. The Atlanta Falcons have got a very important game against the Green Bay Packers. Matter of fact, television must think it's that good because they have moved it from a 1 o'clock kickoff to a 4:25 kickoff.
So the game in Atlanta or Green Bay?
In Atlanta.
Yeah.
In Atlanta. The Atlanta Falcons originally set the schedule for the year was at 1 o'clock this coming Sunday. So if you're going to the game, nope, it's going to be at 4:25 will be kickoff. So the Atlanta Falcons hosting the Green Bay Packers this Sunday afternoon. You can hear the game right here on 105.5 FM, your Atlanta Falcons radio station for Southeast Georgia.
Sheriff John Carter had that on the touchdown clip sheet, so everybody was debating on who to pick. So that was the toughest pick on the sheet.
Oh, was it? The Falcons and the Packers?
Falcons and Packers.
The toughest one, right?
I thought that's a tough pick.
Okay.
Who you pick?
I'm always going for the Falcons. There's no brainer for me. I pick the Falcons.
It's that bad man Aaron Rodgers coming in town.
Bad man? Well, he's had a little off year this year.
He's had off year. They say he's got personal issues.
Personal issues? What's going on in his personal life there?
That's what they say.
Well, it's personal issues that make sense of his personal life.
They say him and his either
partner
and off-field issues with his significant other.
Okay.
That's the tabloid take in Green Bay. So that's why it's not playing. Which makes, they had that debate, does your personal life affect your work life? And in most people, it does. If you're having trouble at home, it's hard to function at work. So they think the same thing for some football players. And that's a lot of discussion down in Jacksonville about Blake Bortles. They say that's why he's not playing up to where he played last year, that he's got some issues off the field with his significant others.
He's got some personal issues also.
Yeah. That's the rumor mill anyway. That's the rumor mill. That's what it's been in Green Bay all year. What's happened to Aaron Rodgers. The story is that him and his significant other are having some issues off the field, and his personal issues are translating to on the field. So whether that's true or not, I'm just telling you, that's the scuttlebutt under listen to AM 1370 Fox Sports and listen to all the analysts talk about. When you can't find out what's wrong with them physically, it's got to be
check the home life, right?
Home life issues, right? So, but that's what they say about Blake. I mean, they say Blake's just having some issues. They say he's not the same quarterback as he was the last 2 years. He's just not hitting open receivers, not throwing the ball well. Just doesn't seem to know. And I said he's thrown into the Oakland games. The prime example, second drive, he throws into triple coverage and throws an interception in the end zone, which just can't happen if you want to win games. But that was the sentiment up in the press box, that he's just not the same quarterback.
Well, a lot of folks can relate to that. If you're having troubles at home with your significant other, partner, wife, whoever it may be, husband, it does affect work because that's it's on your mind during the day. You're worried about it. You're upset about it. And it keeps your focus off what you should be doing. Anybody can relate to that. So hopefully they can get things worked out. Blake, and we don't want Aaron to get it worked out this week. We'll get it worked out next week after he plays the Falcons. You hate to see that, but we have to realize these athletes are just human beings like the rest of us, and when they got trouble at home, it affects their focus, in big time. So the Falcons game has been moved this Sunday from 1 o'clock to a 4:25 kickoff. The game will be right here on 105.5 FM. Georgia Southern played last night. The Jacksonville Jaguars played last night. And, of course, you got the big game down there in Jacksonville tomorrow between Georgia and Florida. You know what the line on that is?
Florida's favored by, I think, 5.5 is the line. 5.5 to 7, somewhere around there. But Florida's definitely favored.
Okay,
which makes sense.
They have a lot better defense.
I said it once, I'll say it again. If you can't run against Vanderbilt, it's going to be hard to run against Florida. Hopefully our offensive line just miraculously improved between the Vandy game and this game. But, we'll see how it goes. One thing about this game, like everybody said it many times, you just throw the records out. You just don't know what's going to happen. You just got to show up and see which team shows up. And Georgia's had the better team many times, hasn't won. Florida the same way. I remember one year Georgia went in there, Florida was undefeated, knocked them off. So you just got to throw the record book out and hope for the best. But the pressure's starting to get on Kirby. 3 losses in a row. If he loses this game, it's 4 in a row. So
especially losing to Vanderbilt. And then losing to Tennessee like you did, that was terrible.
Lost and got whipped by Ole Miss. Living at Georgia's schedule, and it could get ugly before.
Florida.
You lose to
Auburn, Georgia Tech.
It's just going to be interesting to see it all plays out. So, but we'll be there. Should be fun. Tailgate's always fun. So tailgate will be fun.
Yes, sir. You can talk and brag all the way up.
I'm staying longer than I did last year. But I say that's still.
What's that?
I said I just hope I'm staying longer than I did last year.
Did you leave early last year?
I told you that story. Everybody's upset. Grace didn't start.
Oh yeah. I remember that. Yeah, I remember.
I get a call 2 minutes in the third quarter from the people I went down there with. Where you at? And I said, what do you mean where am I at? I'm getting ready to watch the second half. We're in the parking lot. If you don't want to walk to Jessup, get to the car.
My word.
I was like, what?
What? Yeah, I paid to see the whole game, not half of it.
Are you joking? No. In fact, we were in Jessup before the end of the game.
Amazing.
So I was ready to go anyway. I said I was just so. I saw an interesting article. They tried to get people in that fiasco to talk about what happened last year. It's still hush hush. Yeah. Rick won't talk. They call him Baugh. He's up in Colorado. He won't talk. So no one's talking about. But they said it was interesting. All those people that are involved in that fiasco are no longer there. Rick's no longer there. Baugh's no longer there. Schottenheimer, the offense coordinator, is no longer there. So this AJC writer tried to contact all those people to try to find out, what happened that day. Why did they do what they did? Why did they design an offense for a running quarterback and not let him run if that's what they wanted to do? So, it just turned out to be a disaster, and that's what everybody just said.
It's almost like they threw the game just for spite or something.
Yeah, that was the nail in Rick's coffin. That was the final straw. That people just said, "What are we doing?"
Well, Rick started the season off good down in Miami, but he's lost 3 in a row now.
Yeah, they got a big one against the Fighting Irish at Notre Dame this weekend.
Oh, they're playing
at South Bend.
At South Bend, so Miami and Notre Dame this weekend.
They used to call that game the Catholics against the convicts, but
back in the old days when you almost had to have a rap record to be, or a rap sheet to be able to play for Miami.
Yeah, when Jimmy Johnson had the high-flying Miami Hurricanes with Michael Irvin in the game. That's what, they got off the bus or got off the plane in camouflage gear, but that was the title of the game, the Catholics against the convicts.
Sapping the gang down there.
That was a hated rivalry back in the day, so. We'll see how it plays out Saturday at South Bend. Notre Dame is really struggling. I'm ready for Notre Dame's coach to be fired. If they want to fire a coach, please fire Notre Dame's coach.
Just go ahead and do it. Just get him out of there.
AD came out and said he'll be back next year, which everybody just went.
No, Money Brody National team.
They need to pass the collection plate a couple more times.
Get him out of there. Buy him out and get him out. Yeah. And what's the other big college game this weekend that you're keeping an eye on?
Clemson FSU is the big one.
Oh, yeah.
Saturday night.
Where's that going to be on?
I believe it's in Tallahassee, but don't hold me to it.
Clemson FSU.
I think that will.
Okay. I keep looking at my computer screen right now. It says, getting Windows ready, do not turn off computer. So it's doing something here.
I believe it's in Tallahassee, but I'm not positive. Let's see.
Okay, so Clemson, FSU this weekend, a big college football game. Georgia, Florida, and Miami,
It's
and they're
it's in Tallahassee.
It's in Tallahassee. Okay.
Saturday night, 9 in Tallahassee. Clemson, FSU, big ACC game. Should be very fun to watch. So, Auburn, Mississippi, it's an interesting game. Tennessee, South Carolina. Those are some of the SEC games. So,
All right, sounds good. That sounds real good. And remember, folks, you can tune in Sunday afternoon for Atlanta Falcons football. The game has been changed from 1 o'clock to 4:25. So a late afternoon game, and television will say, hey, that's a more marquee game to make it later in the day. So 4:25 kickoff, our coverage will begin just around 3 o'clock with the pregame. So Falcons and Green Bay Packers this Sunday afternoon right here on 105.5 FM. All right, Halloween coming up on Monday, and still getting calls about, trick-or-treating and all that. Trick-or-treating's on Halloween, and so it'll be Monday starting at 5 o'clock, going to about 7:30, somewhere along in there. But the only time I've ever known any towns to change it is when Halloween lands on a Sunday. Other than that, they usually always do the trick-or-treating on Halloween, the 31st of October. So it will be Monday between 5 p.m. to 7:30, somewhere along there. Plus, you're going to have a lot of churches doing activities that evening. You got Hope Fest out there at JC Stadium, at the JC Stadium, between 6 and 9 p.m. A lot of churches putting on a big activity out there at JC Stadium at Donaldson Mantra Field. And so a lot of activities going on Monday on Halloween.
So if you're out Monday night, please drive with caution. Be
careful.
Be aware of the trick-or-treaters out there. So
those little kids are not paying attention. They're just thinking, how fast can I get to the next house to get more candy? When I was growing up in Jacksonville, being my two brothers and sisters, we went up and down Hugh Everett's Drive there in Jacksonville, and parents didn't go with us, But by that time that Matt and Chad were young and we were trick-or-treating up in Aiken, South Carolina, we went with them. We got in the minivan, opened up the side, and just went up and down. So things changed from the 60s to the 80s in terms of parents being with their kids trick-or-treating. Back in the 60s, the kids just went out there and had a good time and came back home. And that's in the big city of Jacksonville. That started in the 80s. Mom and Dad said, no, you're not going out there by yourself. We're going to go with you. And it's the same way it is today. A lot of families have fun with it. They'll get a trailer behind a pickup or behind a four-wheeler or a golf cart and put hay on it and have a whole bunch of kids there and go up and down the roads, and the kids get off and run up to houses and get back on the hayride and continue to move on.
it's nice that these churches put this Hope Fest event together, though. Like I said, nice, safe place to go, plenty of candy, games. So, again, if you're looking for a safe place to go, Halloween night, Hope Fest, 6 to 9. JC Stadium, October 31st. Again, the participating churches: Crossroads Church of God, Calvary Baptist, Jessup Presbyterian, House of Worship, Victory Tabernacle, Fellowship Christian Athletes, and more. So again, they said they had over 2,000 last year, so they're expecting a big crowd again this year. So again, just a great place to take your kid. Safe atmosphere, lighted JC Stadium.
Yeah,
plenty of candy, plenty of games. So
lots of prizes, all kinds of fun stuff. These churches will have their own move set up.
A lot of kids will be taking advantage of that.
Okay. Well, Bob, anything else on your mind before we get on out of here? I know you're heading down to Waycross for the game tonight between Wayne County and Weir County. Anything else on your mind this morning?
Just look for a big crowd. So, like I said, come support the Yellow Jackets.
Let's do it, folks. All right. World famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by Lotz's Body Shop, located on Rainier Road, by Sonic Restaurant on South First Street. Stop by now for a great breakfast. By Jessup Premium Storage out here in the Waycross Highway, and by Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear. 8:28 on this football Friday.